Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Arise Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
These have been tough times, and we could all use a helping hand to get through this period. GUT Credit Union gives you the opportunity to do just that without a worry. What are you looking forward to? A relaxing staycation? Brand new appliances or devices? Consolidating your debt to get more money in your pocket? Not a member? No worries. Come in and find out how you too can make the most of this offer. Or visit us today. Yes, you can have a brighter Christmas season with GUT Credit Union. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN News for today, Friday, December 18th, 2020. I'm Beverly Telesford. In the headlines, more businesses affected as COVID-19 cases increase. St. Vincent and the Grenadines health officials urge residents to refrain from traveling to the state of Grenada. Social commentator believes the Sandals Resort brand can protect itself amidst COVID-19 reports. Health Minister Nicholas Steele to address the nation at 8 p.m. tonight. Attorney General Darshan Ramdani to return to private practice in the new year. And investigations into police shootings of Christopher Regis and his father Trevor Regis complete. Matter now proceeds to a coroner inquest into the death of Trevor. Coming up in sports, CONCACAF announces a structure of a new senior women's national team's football calendar, which begins in 2021. And then around the globe, Ralph Gonzalez warns against illegal entry in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, while St. Lucia health officials deal with people breaking home quarantine and evading authorities. The details, these and other stories after this message.
This is GBN, the nation's news leader. This segment is brought to you by Quartz Grenada Limited.
Despite the situation we now face, one thing is for certain. We will get through this together. As much as we are a part of your community, you are a part of who we are. Let's take care of each other during this time, as we always do. And soon, we know that with the dawn of that new day, all of this will be over, and our land will once again be healed. In the meantime, stay safe. Know that we're here for you. Quartz, bringing value home.
Good evening to our viewers and the listeners on K105. This is GBN News at 7. A Brighton and Miners branch is the latest in the business community to halt operations after a member of its team tested positive for COVID-19. This as contact tracing in relation to the recent COVID cluster at Sandals Resort continues.
On Friday, Brighton and Miners became the latest company to temporarily close its doors as the COVID cluster saga continues to unfold. A news release from the company stated that on Thursday, a member of its team was advised that they were on a contact tracing list from a person who had tested positive for COVID-19. The individual immediately self-quarantined and took a PCR test soon thereafter, at which time they were advised that the test was positive. It was reported that the individual who hadn't had direct contact with customers is asymptomatic and has been quarantined. Consequently, in the interest of the safety of employees and customers, Bryden's closed its distribution division and requested all of that division's employees to return home and self-isolate. Meanwhile, 5 cases of COVID-19 were confirmed at St. George's University, inclusive of both university staff and students. The number of positive COVID-19 cases currently on island stands at 45. A news release from the Ministry of Health overnight says since the last update earlier this week of 44 active cases, 1 person had been medically cleared, while 7 guests at Sandals Grenada who tested positive left the island before their results were obtained, leaving a total of 36 active cases on island. The news release further stated that 9 cases have been since diagnosed, bringing the total number of active cases in Grenada to 45. According to the Ministry of Health, based on the size of the cluster and vigorous contact tracing efforts, the number of positive cases is constantly changing. Overall, Grenada has recorded 94 positive cases of COVID-19 since the pandemic reached the shores in March. The ministry issued a reminder to everyone who has been ordered to remain in quarantine because of contact with a positive case to do so for a period of 14 days as mandated. Failure to comply with this order is a risk to public health and safety and a violation of the Quarantine Act of Grenada. Blossom Alexis Welsh, GBN News.
Health Minister Nicholas Steele will address the nation tonight at 8 p.m. This will also be broadcast live on GBN's channels 7, 11, and 20, as well as our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Meanwhile, the fallout from the COVID-19 spike Grenada recorded this week continues, with health officials in the island's closest neighbors, St. Vincent, urging residents in the southern Grenadines to refrain from traveling to Grenada and Carriacou. The warning, which was issued via a release from the National Emergency Management Organization this week, encouraged people to avoid traveling to Grenada due to the rapidly changing situation in the state. The spike so far has yielded 48 positive cases this week and is linked to Sandals Resort, with members of staff, their families, affiliates, and guests making up the numbers. Regional sources are calling this the single largest cluster of positive COVID-19 cases in the Eastern Caribbean since the outbreak began in March. A spokesperson for Sandals Resort said via email this week that quarantine measures are being strictly enforced in an effort to ensure zero risk to the rest of operations. No new guests are being accepted by the resort, and work is being done to accommodate guests with their travel plans to other Sandals resorts in the region. One staff member told GBN News that all guests at the resort are expected to be off the property by early next week, as the establishment shuts down its operations until February 3rd, 2021. Meanwhile, many are wondering what impact the COVID outbreak among Sandals staff and guests can have on the hotel brand. GBN spoke to social commentator and former director of tourism William Joseph about his take on the impact on the resort and the tourism industry due to this COVID outbreak at Sandals.
Former Director of Tourism and Public Commentator William Joseph, in an exclusive interview with GBN, said there is a lot of risk-taking on the part of hotel, guests, employees, and the government of Grenada during this COVID-19 pandemic. He said once government allows business to proceed, the risk is unavoidable, and therefore the takeaway is the need to ensure there is no blurred lines.
The context is everything. The management arrangements, the policy framework in which we allow the business to take place, those things need to be settled at a level that does not admit situation where people compromise. Because once there's a talk about compromise, I don't know, so I don't necessarily want to repeat what I'm hearing. But if in fact compromises have been made, then ipso facto, on that basis, it is very likely that people are going to find themselves compromised and contract the disease.
As it relates to the affected resort, Williams said the brand is capable of protecting itself.
Sandals, because of its tremendous marketing power and so on, may have been the best bet for a few number a fairly large number of people coming into Grenada. But I don't know that there's any other hotel in Grenada that can say that it has attracted hundreds of visitors onto the destination in the present circumstances. So it's a grind. It's always going to be a grind until we get to that, to the vaccine situation where that would allow some degree of normalcy to return to lives and to the marketplace, and before we could begin to talk about tourism in the ways in which we've been accustomed to talking about it.
Joseph told GBN that there is never going to be a buoyant period of tourism in the near future. He said one needs not to be optimistic, but at the same time, not to be pessimistic.
Sandals is an important and very distinguished international brand in tourism, insofar as the hotel business is concerned. So they know their business. They know their business. And if you would recall that in the early periods of the pandemic, they posted up their platinum protocols of cleanliness. A standard, it's a promise to everyone wishing to use and enjoy Sandals facilities as to what they could in fact expect at the Sandals resort.
Sherry Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
The Royal Grenada Police Force is reminding the general public that they must adhere to the new COVID-19 regulations and must seek permission from the relevant authorities to operate after 10 p.m.
Under the new regulations, operators of public transportation and taxi operators now have up until 10 p.m. in which to ply their trade. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, in his address to the nation last Monday night, announced some changes to the COVID regulations. These regulations went into effect Tuesday, 10 p.m.
Effective December 15, 2020, all social gatherings, including weddings and funerals, will be restricted to 10 persons. Permission must be sought for any additional numbers. It is recommended that all sporting, cultural, and community-based events should be postponed for the next 7 days. Furthermore, also effective December 15th, business operation must cease at 10 p.m., except for those businesses that offer essential services.
Daytime operations, according to the PM, will continue as normal. During a police press conference on Friday, Assistant Commissioner of Police Jesmond Prince spoke on another aspect of the updated regulations.
Arrangement is made for taxis and buses, public transport, to operate after 10 p.m. with permission from the Commissioner of Police. So any taxi or bus or public transportation that is going to be operating after 10 p.m., an application must be forwarded to the Commissioner of Police for permission to do so. And when the permission is issued, the person to whom the permission is issued needs to have that document with them as they travel after the 10 o'clock hour.
The same applies to persons desirous of having more than the allowed 10 people in weddings and or funerals. However, their application must be made to the Ministry of Health. Applicants must first wait for a response from the ministry before proceeding. Superintendent of Police Vanny Cohen explained the requirements when applying.
Application needs to go to the Commissioner of Police, and so your name, the particular vehicle number, the routes that you are traveling, those need to be included in the application. There is no standardized format for the application, but those are important, and you apply to the Commissioner of Police.
Christina John, GBN News.
After 2 years in the position of Attorney General, Darshan Ramdani is preparing to demit office and return to his private practice. We get details in this report.
The government and we have agreed that I would return to my office, having given 2 years of dedicated service And so I'm basically making an announcement that at the end of December, I would no longer hold the post of Attorney General.
That was Attorney General Dashan Randani during this morning's To The Point program.
When I started as Attorney General last year, January, my initial period was for a period of 1 year, at the end of which I was asked by the government to stay on, and my decision at that stage was to continue to stay on until June of this year. And we, of course, by March, we had gotten into our pandemic in Grenada, or epidemic cases were there. We had declared a state of emergency. And so I did indicate to the government I would stay on for a period of 3 months, the September end.
Saying the announcement was a difficult one for him to make at this point in time, with the spiking COVID-19 cases, Ramdani says he is still open to playing a role as advisor to the government.
I do hope to continue, and the government and I have already discussed this, that provides advice, render assistance in an advisory capacity. We're still working out the details of that after December the 31st. So it has always been my approach to continue to provide public service to the government and people of Grenada. Even when I was in Guyana, I was doing public service as well, when I was in private practice as well.
Ramdani was sworn in on January 3rd, 2019 as Attorney General. He said having come from Guyana to Grenada in 2003, he is grateful that government has given him the opportunity to serve the people of Grenada, meaning they had immense confidence in his capabilities. Ramdani is the former Solicitor General of Grenada and has also served as Acting Director of Public Prosecutions. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, the United States rescheduled Grenada's debts. Stay with us.
Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening at Republic Bank. Low interest rate happening. Quick approval happening. Christmas time happening at Republic Bank.
And 2020 on a merry note at Republic Bank as we spread the holiday cheer with our Make It Happen loans. Republic Bank is here to lighten up your spirit with quick approvals and cash prizes valued at over $10,000.
Christmas is happening at Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Christmas in Grenada plus Flow equals a tablet for your family. Get a Samsung A7 tablet for only $80 when you add your mobile to your home services bundle. Save 50% on your mobile bill and spend the holidays connected with faster internet speeds. Call us today at 1-800-804-2994 and sign up.
The Food Fair offers quality foods at affordable prices. Now, with our improved web store, you can make all your purchases from the comfort of your home. It's so simple, easy to log in and navigate, safe and secure transactions, and a quick checkout. All your grocery needs at your fingertips. Convenient and reliable. Food Fair, where you can fill your baskets without emptying your pockets.
Food is fundamental, and at Caribbean Agro Industries Limited, we source premium quality wheat and other ingredients, so you get the best results in the kitchen, bakeries and farms. For over 35 years, we've supplied Grenada with the finest flour and animal feed. The tastiest cakes, pastries or breads are baked with the region's finest flour. Buy the products you've trusted for all these years. Baker's Pride, Supreme and Sunshine Flour. Get the best from your farm animals with our master mix feed brands. Support local. Buy products that are made in Grenada. Call us on 440-2954 or visit us at Mount Gay St. George or check our Facebook page. Caribbean Agro Industries Limited, a subsidiary of ADM. Unlocking nature, enriching life.
Do you want to win loads of prizes this Christmas with BIP? Join our Spin Spin to Win promotion to win exciting prizes daily. Here's how. Go to the Discover section of the BIP app. Search for the Spin to Win channel and click follow. Once you have followed the channel, click the Spin Now button, choose your device type, select your country, and wait for the wheel to start spinning. Be quick. When your wheel lands on the correct prize of the day, screenshot the prize and send your screenshot to the Spin to Win chat to enter the promotion. Click the Daily Updates button to get updates on the prize you are required to spin for each day, and also to know if you are the lucky winner of the day.
A Merry Christmas, spin and win with Bib.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
The management and staff of Ariza Credit Union wishes you a joyous and peaceful Christmas. Loved ones, continue to be safe as you enjoy the festive season.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
It's Waggity Super Sunday! Super Sunday! Get ready for the event of all events, Super Sunday, the biggest bingo event of the year. And this year, it will be held online on Sunday, December 20th from 6 p.m. You can win $25,000 US. Wow! Yes, US $25,000. Tickets are only $20 US. Available from GoToFed.com or box offices island-wide. And also from our main office at Broad Street Mall. Super Sunday! Super Sunday! Get your tickets early and join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. The new way to play bingo. Yes!
And leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Christmas is happening, Christmas is happening, Christmas is happening at Republic Bank. Low interest rate happening, quick approval happening, Christmas time happening at Republic Bank.
And 2020 on a merry note at Republic Bank as we spread the holiday cheer with our Make It Happen loans. Republic Bank is here to lighten up your spirit with quick approvals and cash prizes valued at over $10,000.
Christmas is happening at Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to News at 7. It can be called heaven sent in light of the recent cluster of COVID-19 cases and the economic woes that are ensuing. Grenada is being allowed to refocus its efforts in fighting the COVID-19 pandemic as it has rescheduled some of its debts for the next 2 or more years. We get the details in this report.
The United States and Grenada have signed an agreement to consolidate and reschedule certain debts owed to the United States. This has been done to support the government of Grenada to devote those resources to increase social, health, and economic spending in response to the COVID-19 crisis. The agreement defers until 2022 to 2024 the payment of more than $320,000 in principal and interest due between May and December 2020 so that Grenada can focus on immediate pandemic needs. The agreement implements the terms of the Paris Club G20 Debt Service Suspension Initiative, in which Grenada is a beneficiary.
At a time when so many in Grenada are impacted by the economic effects of COVID-19, the United States renews its commitment to Grenada and its people. We've seen firsthand how the diminished number of tourists and students, along with this new COVID cluster, has affected the lives of all Grenadians. We hope the agreement will ease the difficult choice of servicing debt or responding to urgent health and economic needs here in Grenada. And then on a personal note, I will say that as we enter the holidays, my family and I are keeping the people of Grenada in their prayers and then looking forward to 2021 as we face it together.
Minister of Finance Gregory Bowen and U.S. Ambassador to Grenada, charged affairs Carl Duckworth, signed the agreement.
First of all, let me extend a deepest appreciation to the Charge d'Affaires and the government and people of the United States of America. Remind us that the definition of disaster has changed remarkably for us in the small island states in the Caribbean. Remember, we know hurricanes, we know storms, we know earthquakes. But this pandemic has brought a new perspective to us.
Minister Bowen was most appreciative to the United States and its people who have stepped up in times of need for Grenada.
As you know, we are entering a new phase of the pandemic with respect to a particular country, and the assistance will go in particular to doing very good, essential services for the people of Grenada. So I want to extend on behalf of the Grenada, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, through whom we operate, our sincere appreciation. I
am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
In more good news, Grenada is on the receiving end of some US $25 million in credit from the World Bank to assist the country in its COVID-19 response and recovery.
As the COVID-19 cases in Grenada continue to rise, the World Bank will lend support to the country, which will boost efforts to respond to the COVID-19 crisis in the short term and enhance long-term sustainability and resilience. The World Bank Board of Executive Directors approved the US $25 million to Grenada's COVID-19 crisis response and fiscal management development policy credits. World Bank Country Director for the Caribbean, Tassin Saeed, said the COVID-19 crisis has had a disproportionate socio-economic impact on the highly tourism-dependent small island economies, including Grenada. She said this operation aims to help Grenada weather the current crisis, support livelihoods, and enhance resilience. The COVID-19 pandemic has hit the country hard, with Grenada's GDP projected to contract by 12% in 2020. This financing from the World Bank is expected to help the government strengthen the country's health systems and protect livelihoods through financial assistance to the tourism sector, agriculture sector, and small businesses. The financing is interest-free with a maturity of 40 years, including a grace period of 10 years. Trelana Charles, GBN News.
Now, almost 2 months after being shot by police, investigations conducted by the Royal Grenada Police Force into the police-involved shootings of Chris Regis and Trevor Regis are complete. With not much details on the matter, Superintendent of Police Vanny Kerwin, attached to the Community Relations Department, addressed the media on Friday. Details in this report.
Santana Ridge's former national swimmer and swim coach, who was shot by police in the upper arm on October 21st, is still nursing the wound inflicted on him by police. The incident, which sparked outrage in the communities of Fontenoy and Grand Mall, raised questions about police ability to effectively carry out their duties. What did not kill the son killed his father. Pained with grief following his son's shooting, Trevor Regis went on a rampage days later, stabbing 2 on-duty police officers, one of whom was in special care unit. An investigation ensued, and on Friday, Superintendent of Police Vanny Kerwin provided an update to the media on both incidents.
I do wish to say to the public that both investigations and the Fontenoy shooting have been completed. Earlier in this week, we've met with the Regis family as we have discussed with them the legal advice as given by the Director of Public Prosecution, which is to hold a coroner's inquest in the shooting death of Trevor Regis. The corresponding investigations with Chris Regis is currently completed. However, we have not yet been advised by the Director of Public Prosecution on a course of action. We await that directive, and when it becomes available, we will make it available to the public.
Christina John, GBN News.
It's time to turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Trelana Charles has been looking around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. Following reports that Sandals Grenada will be closing its doors until February of next year, President of the Senate Chester Humphrey had a message for Grenada's trade unionists.
400 people are out of bread. So those who have bread already guaranteed must give some consideration of saying, well, okay, my bread is guaranteed, my bread is being paid on time, I am due to get an increased portion of bread. I am prepared to wait until the bread man is in a better position. And that increase that I get out of solidarity, share it with my brothers who are going out of work.
Our online viewers made their views known. Rodriguez said when he was closing places left, right, and center, he didn't consider who was on the breadline. While another individual said Chester Humphrey another embarrassment. He is the president of the Senate, but is making remarks as if he's a senator on the floor. This person said, I hope Chester shares his bread with the affected workers. Jose suggested tell all the ministers to take a pay cut. Tricia added Sanders is supposed to pay their workers for the next 4 months. It's not their fault COVID came there. And Stephen commented, if you have a choice between closing and the virus in Grenada, I say close down the hotel. That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. As always, if you'd like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the lens of GBN ISA.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISA is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
Christmas is upon us, and so is COVID-19. A salon at Woodlands has been finding the balance between the festivities and business operations. Featured in tonight's ISA is Expression Salon's Christmas tree, ornamented with masks, hand sanitizers, and gloves. The ladies at the salon are encouraging the general public to be safe and to adhere to all necessary protocols. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms. There's already take a break, but still ahead, trade union movement reiterates calls for more human resources within the Ministry of Labor. This is News at 7. Stay with us.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Looking to put the perfect smile on a child's face? Then you need the perfect gift this holiday. At K&R, we are so much more than just a bookstore. We also carry toys. Yes, trucks, cars, puzzles, bags, and dolls. Barbie included. We cater for children of all ages, even the toddlers. We are on the corner of Young and Scott Street. So visit us today or call 321-3500 or 420-5307. Come visit K&R and feel the magic of the season.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Do you want to win loads of prizes this Christmas with BIP? Join our Spin to Win promotion to win exciting prizes daily. Here's how. Go to the Discover section of the BIP app. Search for the Spin to Win channel and click follow. Once you have followed the channel, click the Spin Now button, choose your device type, select your country, and wait for the wheel to start spinning. Be quick. When your wheel lands on the correct prize of the day, screenshot the prize and send your screenshot to the Spin to Win chat to enter the promotion. Click the Daily Updates button to get updates on the prize you are required to spin for each day, and also to know if you are the lucky winner of the day.
A Merry Christmas, spin and win with Bib.
It's new, innovative and classy, and it cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Christmas in Grenada plus Flow equals a tablet for your family. Get a Samsung A7 tablet for only $80 when you add your mobile to your home services bundle. Save 50% on your mobile bill and spend the holidays connected with faster internet speeds. Call us today at 1-800-804-2994 and sign up.
Welcome back. The Trades Union Council is clamoring for more significant resources to be invested in the Ministry of Labor in relation to its human resource. President of the TUC, Andre Lewis, made the demand on Wednesday in his capacity as a Labor senator. Gerard Joseph had been tuning in to the Senate debate.
Industrial relations account for several of the challenges that were a direct result of the economic issues from the COVID-19 pandemic. Labour Senator Andre Lewis called for agreement from his colleague senators as he made the claim while highlighting a higher demand on the Ministry of Labour's resources.
So, for instance, at the moment there is no Deputy Labour Commissioner. At the moment they need other officers. And I know I've seen a provision that which says for 9 months, but I've seen that happen before. I've seen pronouncements or indications to staff the Ministry of Labour. But that is not happening. So I'm making that urgent appeal. The TUC is making that urgent appeal because it will help in managing industrial relations issues that will arise.
Senator Lewis said this increase in human resource will benefit greatly those employed in non-unionized workplaces.
We are confident that at the Sandals workers not being intimidated, and I speak with absolute authority on this, from joining unions, that we would have had a better role to play in trying. We may not have been able to prevent it there, and that's not the point I'm making. The question that has a reason is whether or not enough efforts were made. And I'm saying with the union present, as we have seen in the other workplaces that we are aware of, how we are able to intervene to help manage the aspect of COVID, the Sandals workers would have been able to enjoy this.
He added that the freeze on plans for the Wages Advisory Board within the Ministry of Labour due to lacking finances should not hinder other outstanding labour-related issues.
Because in the existing minimum wage order, you have wages based on geography. So if I'm a baker and you're a baker, or I am a clerk and you're a clerk, but I'm working in St. George and you're working in St. Patrick, the wage in St. Patrick is lower than St. George. That can't make much sense. No, we are all part of those decisions before, understanding how the tripartite arrangement works. But even in this period, while the aspect of wages are creating some discussions, there are other issues that can be addressed, and therefore this needs to be done.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
While calling for the regularization of health workers as the country faces a pandemic and government announcing a freezing of several public sector positions, Labour Senator Andrew Lewis is also clamoring for a national conversation on the COVID-19 vaccine. Senator Lewis is requesting that the Ministry of Health take the lead in guiding the discussions.
I can tell you that as I speak, on Friday, GUE will be conducting a debate, a discussion on the vaccine. And I think it is necessary for we to do this because there will be all kinds of different challenges. What if someone does not want to take it? So we need to address those issues. How would workers be impacted? How would employers respond? Who themselves are individuals? We need that national conversation, early o'clock, so that we can have an understanding.
Stay with us. The weather and sports are up next.
Hey, man. Well, man, that's you making us that trip. Why doing all this more?
Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, and my house and my car to repair, and the wife wants you to live on. What you want me to do?
I'm expected to do all that with more.
But what you want me to do?
Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away, and the interest rate low.
And listen to me, I try them orders and them never look good. Who they want them on?
Well, watch. Like you have more than your ears. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you.
You know what? I'll get them a little try.
Listen. Where you going on this mud? Don't need it. Leave the mud, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Get the Christmas feeling at Dean's Mattress today and all through the holiday season. Dean's is bringing you absolute great Christmas cheer. Your reward? Supportive, a comfortable feel when you get a mattress from Dean's this Christmas season. Special offers on beds, foam, divans, and mattresses. Call Dean's today about your needs for odd size mattresses, baby crib mattresses, and mattresses for yachts. And of course, all the smart shoppers who placed your items on layaway, get them today. The special offer from Dean's. Free delivery island-wide and to the boat for the Carriacou and Pity Martinique customers. Call Dean's now, 440-3240 or 440-0552. Dean's Mattress, where quality is never compromised. Merry Christmas from Dean's Mattress.
The Food Fair offers quality foods at affordable prices. Now, with our improved web store, you can make all your purchases from the comfort of your home. It's so simple, easy to log in and navigate, safe and secure transactions, and a quick checkout. All your grocery needs at your fingertips. Convenient and reliable. Food Fair, where you can fill your baskets without emptying your pockets.
Hills and Valley Med Care Center, located on Grenville Street, St. George's, has a highly professional team that gives excellent service in massage therapy, physiotherapy, speech therapy, medical consultation, and more. Hills and Valley Med Care Center sells a wide range of medical supplies, offers home visits for patients in Grenada and Carrier Crew, and opens Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. through to 7 p.m. Visit or call Hills and Valley Med Care Center today, 435-6904.
It's a strawberry affair. December specials at Escape to Haven Health Spa by Nirvana. Indulge and excite your senses with our strawberry full body massage, $125. Kids, $80. Strawberry pedicures, $70. Kids, $50. Strawberry facials, $100. Kids, $50. Strawberry full body scrub, $90. Come on, be honest. You know it's long overdue for some real body care. Call or message us on 231-6642, 418-7115 or 449-7753. Opening hours are Mondays to Saturdays 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sundays 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Give your family or friend a gift of body care by purchasing a gift certificate. Celebrate your birthday or anniversary with us and receive a complimentary glass of strawberry champagne. Escape to Haven Health Spa by Nirvana. Excel Plaza Grandance. We know real body care. This offer ends January 3rd.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load. With tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight, partly cloudy with few light to moderate showers and the low chance of thunder. Tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius, winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. There is no warning for tonight. Tides would be low at 12:30 a.m. Weather for Saturday, December 19th, partly cloudy and breezy, with some light to moderate showers, mainly overnight into the early morning. Weather for Sunday, December 20th, partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy with light to moderate showers or periods of rain. And weather for Monday, December 21st, partly cloudy to cloudy with some light to moderate morning showers, decreasing in cloudiness and showers as the day progresses. Good evening, sporting fans. The Confederation of North, Central America and Caribbean Association Football, CONCACAF, has announced the structure of a new senior women's national team's football calendar, which will begin in 2021 to 24. To continue improving the level of women's football in our region, the CONCACAF Council approved this structure of new competitions with the aim of transforming women's national team football across the entire confederation. The new calendar priority is to provide more official match dates for all CONCACAF women's senior national teams and ensuring there is elite competition to showcase the highest level of women's international football. With this new calendar, CONCACAF will double the number of official senior women's national team matches compared with the current cycle of competitions. The triumphant return of women's football saw dozens of young female players swarm onto the Montrouge playing field and finally get the opportunity to compete and have fun among their peers. Women's Development Officer at the GFA, Harry Varley, says the festival was part of their preparations for 2021 and the competitions planned.
In January, we'll have competitions at senior level, U15, U13 and U10. So today was just a get-together, it was an opportunity to see everybody, make sure they're doing okay, have a bit of fun, and then, yeah, we're really excited for 2021 and the plans that we have for competitions going forward.
Varley also addressed the lack of focus on football in Grenada.
Well, I think the potential's never been in doubt. I think I was talking to a number of people today, and given that a lot of the girls haven't really been in training, and this is kind of the first activation event, we're so happy to see them, the skills that they show, the ability that's there. What I'm really focused on for next year is making sure that we give the right environment, we give the platform and the structure to allow that talent to go into important pathways and to allow them to train and play in a more competitive, a more professional way.
TV6's James Saunders has more updates on what's happening in the world of sports.
All right, all hands on deck. That's the position of national cricketer Jason Mohammed. He is optimistic that the new change at the helm of the national team, it can help Trinidad and Tobago return to the top of regional cricket once again. Mohammed hopes to play a major role in that revival as he aims to finally make his Test team debut as well as return to the West Indies limited overs team.
Trinidad and Tobago's senior cricketers have two major assignments coming up in 2021, the Regional Super 50 and the 4-day tournament. The players are in training at the moment, with Jason Mohammed also included in the sessions. So how has practice been for the right-handed batsman?
It's been going well. We've been having some good practice sessions and stuff like that. I've been hitting the ball pretty nicely. So just looking forward. We have a couple of trial games coming up, so hopefully I can get some runs in those games. Mohammed
is keen on making an impression in both formats for Team Red Force. As such, he has set high standards for the new season.
I think in all first-class season that has gone in the last couple of years, I've always set myself to try and be in the top 5. Batters have managed to do that in both 40 and 50 over in the last couple of years, so hopefully I can repeat those performances and probably even go in top 3 or number 1.
Having been dropped from the West Indies white ball team following a run of low scores, the 34-year-old has a burning desire to wear the maroon cap once again.
Yeah, I mean, that's always the goal at the end of the day, to try and get back into West Indies team. I've been doing well in the Super 50 tournaments in the last couple of years. Hopefully I can have another good season, and I think I've been doing well enough to get back, and obviously I have my main focus in trying to get into the Test team as well before.
It's been a long time since TNT won a trophy in regional competition. As such, Mohammed hopes things can change for the better in 2021.
It's been a couple of years now since we have won this tournament. Obviously we're playing the Super 50 tournament first, so hopefully as a Trinidad and Tobago senior team, hopefully we can bring the title back to our country. Obviously we have a new management team and a coach and manager, so hopefully we can give them some good performances and hopefully lift the trophy.
Mohammed has 11 first-class centuries and 500s in List A cricket. Vinod Narwani, TV6 Sport.
Well, a big part of that change we just mentioned is the head coach position. And new national cricket coach David Furlong has already settled into the role, preparing the team for the new 50-over and 40 first-class tournaments. The ex-Queen's Park man has been hard at work with the players as he seeks to finally bring home the expected results in both formats.
Mr. Furlong, congratulations on your new post as Trinidad and Tobago coach. What's the feeling like?
Thank you. First of all, it's a good feeling to be able to coach a national team. I got a call from a friend recently where I used to work at Nilamasi, and he reminded me that when I took early retirement in 2013, despite many objections to people thinking I was making a wrong decision, that I told him before I left that my aim was to coach the national team.
so said, so done. So now that you are in the hot seat, as some would say, how much do you look forward to the challenges?
Oh, I like challenges. I like the challenge. I mean, the challenge now is to win. And you know, I intend to take up that challenge and do my best to ensure that the team in Trinidad and Tobago comes away victorious.
Regarding the chemistry that you have had with the players, I know you had been their manager prior to this, so was it easy to fit in?
Yes, I think welcome by all. I have a good relationship with the players. I think that I show the players, you know, respect and so, and I think that I have earned the respect of the players.
What is the objective? What are you looking forward to come 2020, 2021?
Well, the main objective has to be to win tournaments. You know, second or third place I don't think would be acceptable. So that's the main objective. But however, saying that, you know, if we could develop also some of the younger players, so that when the older players decide, you know, that they call it quits, that, you know, the younger players will be there to just walk into their places.
All the best. Cheers.
Okay, then.
And now for the probe around the globe. St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves is warning against illegal entry and lending assistance to perpetrators in light of the COVID situation. The St. Vincent Prime Minister says health and safety must be protected. Details in this report.
The Prime Minister said it is not only an issue of breaking the country's immigration laws or border security, but an issue of safety and health, which should not be compromised. He made a reference to an incident in Fancy where he said a resident gave support to someone who came in from neighboring St. Lucia. Dr. Gonsalves said persons have to be more responsible, especially in these times. Speaking on the movement of people in the Grenadines, particularly on Mustique, which is a bubble, Prime Minister Gonsalves said all the necessary precautions must be taken, including the proper testing of persons when they enter the island.
Because people are coming in to enjoy their homes, and particular time like this, Christmas coming up, there's going to be a wedding there. There is the workers interact, the workers themselves have all got to be tested too. And the movement of the workers have to be controlled and monitored. Because we never locked down. But we have to put appropriate restrictions in place. And again, I want to thank the police, the immigration, the health workers, the nurses, the doctors, everybody on the front line. But we all have to be vigilant.
The Prime Minister said the formal mechanism in place to manage COVID-19 has been working, and he is determined to balance lives and livelihoods.
Which is what my speech was about from the very beginning. And when we were the outlier, so to speak, you know, we were outside of the box. And remember, I was being introduced. And as always, they didn't look at it in the logic of the matter itself. They didn't look at the substance of what I was saying. Ralph thinks he always knows more than anybody else. That's how it was personalized. But these things are not personal things. Forget about Ralph, man. Deal with the merits of the argument. And Grenada is making the sensible point now, saying, listen, this thing is going to be around with us for a while. We got to learn to live with it. And we have to balance lives and livelihoods. We ain't locking down.
Over in St. Lucia, health officials are facing their own challenges, with individuals breaking home quarantine while evading authorities. The Ministry of Health has been weighing the possibilities of publicizing the names of those who have breached home quarantine.
Breaches in home quarantine have forced health officials to re-examine their stance on confidentiality. An undisclosed number of individuals are said to be violating the protocols and dodging health officers who perform routine checks to ensure they indeed are in home quarantine. Minister for Health Mary Isaac, ahead of the sitting of Senate on Thursday, told the press that the decision to publish the names of the offenders has been weighed against the importance of protecting the wider society.
We have been observing the whole issue of confidentiality, and we do not want people to discriminate against those people who are in quarantine, people in isolation, as well as people who have tested positive for COVID-19. But it has reached a point where we are trying to protect the nation, and as a result, we have to do everything in our power to protect the masses as opposed to one or two persons. These people may well be endangering other people in the public, okay, and spreading COVID-19. So I believe that this is a last resort measure, and we are still, while we have put it out, we are still contemplating whether there is not a better way.
In the absence of another alternative, the health officials are sticking to the promise of publicizing the identity of those who flout home quarantine. The issue of home quarantine is paramount for officials, given limited accommodation at state-run facilities. The introduction of monitoring wristbands was touted as another way to keep tabs on those in quarantine. Minister for National Security Herman Gill Francis is looking to COVID-19 wardens as another line of enforcement in corralling quarantine and protocol violators.
It's the Christmas season. A lot of St. Lucians are coming down. We don't have the facilities, so we are going to allow them to do it. We have also said with the COVID police now that and some of the persons that are doing tracking, contract tracing from the Ministry of Tourism, they will be monitoring these people. And a press release came out that those persons are going to be called in and spoken to. And if you're not keeping to your promise to stay home, then action will be taken against you.
The wardens have...
Stay with us for a recap of the headlines. Recapping the headlines, more businesses affected as COVID-19 cases increase. St. Vincent and the Grenadines health officials urge residents to refrain from traveling to the state of Grenada. Social commentator believes that Sandals Resort brand can protect itself amidst COVID-19 reports. Health Minister Nicholas Steele